Hello, hello, hello students. Once again, welcome back for online lecture. Today, we are going to learn about the second unit of 3.1 Indian Writing in English co-paper of MA Second 2020 and 21. It is unit number 2, a novel, Nectar in a Sieve, which has been written by Kamala Markande. So the content, that is index. In index there are 9 contents and we are going to see it step by step in today's lecture. The first one, introduction, writer and novel. The author, the writer, is Kamala Markande. Kamala Markande's pseudonym is Kamala Purnia. Married name Kamala Taylor, born in 1924 in India, died in 2004 in London. Indian novelist whose works concern the struggles of contemporary Indians with conflicting Eastern and Western values. She studied at the University of Madras, then worked as a journalist. In 1948, she settled in England and later married an Englishman. Her first novel, it is Nectar in a Sieve. It is in our syllabus, that is 3.1 Indian Writing in English. It's her first novel, Nectar in a Sieve, in 1954. An Indian peasant's narrative of her difficult life remains Markande's most popular work. In her fictions, Western values typically are viewed as a modern and materialistic, and Indian values as traditional and spiritual. She examined this dichotomy in Possession, 1963, in which an Indian shepherd turned artist is sent to England. The second content from the index, that is the importance of the title. That is another interpretation of the title Nectar in a Sieve may be that in life much of what one values may shift away, yet there is still something left, some hope for which one must continue to strive. So it is the meaning of Nectar in a Sieve. So that in our life, day-to-day life, we have to strive with help of hope. In this novel, throughout the narrative, Rukmini meets the many challenges against which she is often uncertain, but she learns to establish constancy in her soul of cherishing the nectar of positive and valuable qualities of life and its memories. By doing so, she becomes able to withstand hardships and the uncertainties of life as she adapts to whatever comes before her. Throughout her life, Rukmini adjusts to the changes that life brings and seeks the nectar of hope. In spite of the hardships that she must endure, she always remembers the words of her husband name, that is Nathan. He always used to say, "Bend like the grass that you do not break." The next point, that is the title, has been come from a poem by S.T. Coleridge, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, entitled, the poem's title is Work Without Hope. The lines are given here, two lines. Work without hope draws nectar in a sieve, and hope without an object cannot live. So that is shown in the novel, that many of characters in Kamala Markande's novel certainly identify with the words of Coleridge, in contrast to the belief expressed in Coleridge's poem is the attitude of Nathan. For as he dies in Rukmini's arms, Nathan tells his wife that above all else he has enjoyed the nectar of life. Have you not been happy together? Then too he tells Rukmini that she will never be alone because he lives on his children. Thus their children will be the objects for her hope that will sustain her and allow her to retain a nectar of life.